Happy Wednesday, storytellers. I'm like hyper ghost-like over here. Let me see if I can change that a little. I'm in my closet. This is where I'll be for the next, that's a little bit better, right? So Carrie Severson, nice to see you. My hometown, Menominee Falls, Wisconsin, my childhood home and closet. So as you can see behind me, all of these books, these are books I grew up with. All of these, I don't know if anyone else had these. They're called Childcraft, all these colorful ones up here. And then down here, if you can see these, this is like the Walt Disney Encyclopedia set. I grew up with these and I love them, and obviously didn't ever get rid of them. I haven't really fully appreciated them until this month, just because my parents obviously knew I was a storyteller before I did, and so they invested in all these books to help me in my creativity and daydreaming and, you know, knowledge. And so today is mid-week break, and it is a time for us to sort of share fun stories that are inspiring us or that we're putting more energy into to fuel us. And so I grabbed volume 2, which is the Story and Fables. Obviously I'm going to grab the one that says story on it. And I opened up immediately to the Lion and the Mouse. And it's such a great lesson for kids to learn, but for anyone, right? Like we all have the lion inside of us, and we all have the mouse inside of us. And it's up to us to stand in our power and share our truth, and yet be kind and compassionate to everyone else, because you never know when you're going to need somebody to gnaw off a rope that's tied around your paws, right? Read this story, you'll see what I mean. So when I got done reading The Lion and the Mouse, I did my little crystal grid. For those of you who are just meeting me or haven't, seen anything before, I am an intuitive, and I've stepped more into that intuitive familiarity as a storyteller over the last several months, and I'm getting more vocal and more visible. And so I talk about crystals and pendulums and cards, because that is how I tap into my intuition, and that's how I create stories. And so I set up a crystal grid every morning. I set the intention of what it means, and I draw energy from it. And then I did a card reading, and today my card reading wasn't for you guys, it was for me and what I should be sharing today in here. And I pulled the creation card. I'm going to show you this because it's gorgeous. So it says, remember your thoughts, remember your thoughts, shape your future, your words create today, your choices become your reality. And isn't that beautiful? I remember when I first started learning the idea of law of attraction, like a decade ago, as a wordsmith, I'm always attracted to how our words shape our stories, our mindset stories first. Because our stories are sort of born in our subconscious, and our intuition is how we access them. So if we're out sharing negative stories, this is like everything I'm about. If we're out sharing stories from a negative space, we're going to create more negative energy. If we're out sharing stories from a positive place, we're going to create more positive energy in the world. How we get into that space, that mindset, that frame of mind is our choice, and we're able to choose positive thoughts. We're able to flip our emotions into something supportive, and we're able to change our stories based on our own creation, what we're choosing to create in life. So I wanted to come in here quickly and just sort of share how one aspect of your life could be going a little sour, could be a little harsh right now, which is, honestly a possibility, right? What can you do to create a different outcome? What can you do differently to infuse that situation with more positive thoughts, more positive words, to change the reality of it? So that is my midweek break for you. Feel free to share yours. We're all about positivity and positive creation and positive, being honest and truthful about our stories and moving them in the right direction to be a positive impactor in the world. So this week I've been really focused on the woo of writing. I want to share this with you. So the woo of writing is really I've been on a spiritual quest for the last decade, and I've been up-leveling and sharing my gifts and being really, getting more in tune with my divine voice more and more this last year. And so the woo of writing is really my first full intuitive program, and it's a 10-day mastermind. And it's $67. It's really playful. It's very light. The intention is to help the leaders in the mastermind connect to their intuition so that they are creating a more streamlined process to get to their stories. And so my VIP ended a couple days ago. And one of the VIP treats was that I was going to do a reading, a card reading, 2 card readings for people who did the VIP. And I got the intuitive nudge to do it yesterday. And I was like, should I share it with them or do I hold on to it? And we're super active in this private Facebook group that I created for it. I'm sharing like articles that I'm finding around intuition, and sorry, there's a plane if you can hear that. So I did card readings. Hi, Sue Ellen. I did card readings for them last night. And I do card readings for girlfriends, I do card readings for private clients, but it was so cool to sit in that group and do it for, there's 6 women in the VIP, do that for those 6 ladies, and be able to tap into their energy and feel the difference in their energy. It was so neat. It really was. It was a trip. And I love that every single card that they all got, and several of them got 2 cards, several of them got a card, and then one popped out, and that's called the jumper card. So I just gave it to them. It was really cool to know that like everything each of them are going through individually, this message is supportive. So I told them, meditate on this, read this intention, gave them some guidance specifically on what I felt for them. And then I was like, let me know if this does anything until we start our course. And so we've already started. Even though it officially doesn't start until Monday, it's already started. And it's very cool. So the woo of writing is there for you. And honestly, what's been going on lately with even with this creation, and even the line in the mouse, everything I'm getting these days is really about intention and about energy and about changing your stories, being mindful of your stories. And so this is very fitting, and I'm so excited to do it. We start Monday. It is $67. You're still invited to enroll. We would love to see more women in there, because the more positive, soulful energy, the bigger the impact as a mastermind. So I'm going to put the link in here in a second for you to enroll. And then the other thing I'm really focused on is the membership site. It's so cool to see people in it and active in it, and purchasing individual courses, which is you can do that if you want. The membership site, it's a monthly membership, and it gives you access to everything I've created. So if you're really interested in taking a deep dive into it, your stories and your intention and your mindset and your promotion and your speeches, the membership site makes more sense financially for you, it's $67 a month. If you're interested in more one-on-one access and strategy calls and access to guest experts who have been in the publishing business, both on the fiction side as well as the nonfiction side, that's the VIP level, which is $97 a month. So those are the two things I'm creating. I'm intentional, and some things that have come to me just today. It's our birthright to share our stories. It's our birthright to change our stories. It's our birthright to be positive about our stories. It's our birthright to receive abundance because of our stories, and abundance comes in a variety of ways, right? And so my creation, the thoughts that I'm creating today around the things that I've put into place today, is that I am a powerful storyteller in the world, and it is my divine right to be supported for my light. And that feels really good. So I hope this resonates with you. I hope you're creating positive stories today. If you're not, take inspired action to change your thoughts, to change your feelings, to change your words, which will change your reality. So sending you lots of love. Hope you have a beautiful day. Happy storytelling.